Hey friends, so welcome to the Evelyn Tribble show. If you're new here, this is where I like to talk about how to live aligned and, in your body, in your home, in your mind, and your finances. Sometimes it's a little formal, sometimes it's like not formal, because honestly, when we get to know each other, I love podcasts because it actually gives you the ability to be able to like share your personality as if we were like talking, face to face. And today's episode actually came together in real time because this afternoon, like it totally got noticed that Norwex is doing a site-wide spring sale. So 10% off, right? Off of everything for a few days, actually, just until Monday, I believe the 9th. So anyway, today's Friday at the time of this recording, and I'm like, oh, I totally got to get this out, right? Normally I like to like pre-record and then, I schedule it out for another time, but today is real time, you guys. So all week long, it's perfect timing because inside my community, we've been talking about spring cleaning. And we've been doing it in a way that is, that it meets our values, where it's going to be cost effective. It's going to be healthier for you, right? It's going to actually cut some time and save you time. So it's going to be effective in your time as well. Like it's going to be working for you. Like that's what our focus has been. So I always love it when I talk about this word alignment. I think about this holistic approach of living life, right? Where it's not one or the other area of your life, but it's everything as a whole. Your body, your mind, your faith, right? Your faith and mindset and how they work together. It's not one or the other, right? But your body, your mind, your home, your finances, all the things, they come together. Your business, they all come together, right? It's a holistic approach where all of them are supporting one another. And sometimes one area might feel heavier than another area, but the areas that you might feel like less heavy, they will be the ones that are supporting the area that might feel heavier, right? If you have these systems in place. And that's why I love this whole idea of alignment, because I think about it as a holistic approach of doing life and making decisions. And I've been teaching the whole remain method, right? And what that means, right? And it's this framework that you approach life decisions, but also every aspect of your body. So much more coming on that. I cannot wait to share, but that'll be in another podcast, okay? All right, so over the years, you have, I will say, watched me build different things, right? You've seen me pivot. You've seen me grow. You've seen me test different systems, always, creating something new. But one thing that has always stayed the same for me is I care about the systems that will actually support life instead of working against it. And that's what I'm sharing with you today in this, podcast as you're watching me do this live. Honestly, I did not start using Norwex because I was thinking about business. I started doing Norwex because in the back of my mind, I cared so much about the safety of my kids in that moment, right? Like I started thinking when I was showering and I was pregnant all at the same time, and I had just cleaned my bathroom with all these like cleaners. I was thinking, holy cow, like I'm having a hard time breathing here. Like, is this safe for my baby? And I would ask the doctor, it's like, yes, it's safe. I'm like, but is it though? Like something just did not feel right. So I started questioning things. I started kind of looking into things, researching things, and I started just like feeling something was off, right? And then as my kids started growing up and they were crawling on the floor after I had just cleaned, and just so you know, my clothes stained after cleaning my house, okay? And so I would always do it when the kids were napping. When the boys were napping, that was my time to do all the things, right? So it was during lunch naps. And that's when I would reward myself at the end of the day because I had done that, right? Because I didn't feel like it was safe for my kids to be around them and them smelling them. But then it dawned on me, I'm like, oh my goodness, they're like crawling on the floor, licking the windows. Okay, something is not, it's still not working, right? Like that just did not work for me. So I started because I needed a safe and effective way to clean my home for my boys. Like that was the thing, right? I was tired of of just all the small, harsh cleaners. The cabinets were just full of bottles. So I felt like clutter. And I'm like, this one thing, I became so, I guess what's the word? And hey, you know what? There's no shame. There's no shame in how I felt. Like I'm just being vulnerable and I'm sharing with you just the thought process, all the things that just led to that one moment, right? Claustrophobic is the word. That's what I was thinking about. Like it just, there was a part of me that was just like, this is too much. Like I just wanted a simplistic way of life, a simplistic way of approaching my whole cleaning where I didn't have multiple bottles for like every single thing in the in the house that I needed to clean, right? Or wipe or do all the things. But I was always also looking at the money, the cost, and how it was adding up. $900 a year. My budget was $75 a month, y'all. And so all of these decisions, right? The products that cost money but didn't really simplify anything. Okay. So what I discovered was something really simple. You can literally clean most of your home with just microfiber and water alone. It was super. I was like, wow, okay, this is revolutionary for me. Or if you prefer, you can also use enzyme cleaners. It works with your body instead of against it. Either way, you're removing the need for harsh chemicals, and that's what matters, right? So this is why it fits so well with what I teach about living aligned, because what we're really doing is building systems. A system means that you don't have to rethink cleaning every single time. You know what works. You know where things are, right? And you know that it's safe for your body, your home, your family, and get this, the environment. God has called us to be good stewards of the earth and what he has given us as well. So I'm like, oh, that's even better, right? It just keeps getting better. So it was time effective. It was cost effective. Hello, $900 a year went to just like purchasing my first kit. Let's call it $300. That's a savings of $600 right off the bat. Super exciting, right? And then just, the system was just like genuinely better for your health. I felt so much better. Like I could breathe when I, went into my shower and I wasn't having like, my boys weren't having like the asthma attacks my oldest had that. He was kind of working towards that. And the doctor was like, we really need to do something about this, right? I don't want to diagnose him as asthmatic because that's going to go on his record for forever. And I think that this could be fixed. Like, I think that we could help him, nurture him away from it, right? And I'm like, what do I do? So when your home systems are simple, your nervous system is going to feel it too. And that's what this week has been all about. I've been sharing in the community's spring cleaning focus. We have started with the entryway this week, and just, right when you walk in the house, 85% of the pollutants, right, the things that are coming in from the outside are in the first 4 steps as you walk into your home. So let's focus on that. And that's been my focus. How to do the doorknobs, how to do, the light switches, the door, the glass door to the entry, whether you're coming in through the garage or coming in through the front door, the flooring, the rugs that are there right when you walk in, like the entry mats, how to freshen things up, the upholstery or whatever that's like right there. So that's what we've been talking about. The beauty of it all is that you don't really need a cart full of products, just a few key tools that can handle most of the house. And that's the whole idea. Less clutter, right? less clutter, minimizing things, minimalizing is the word, right? That became big for me, and not feeling claustrophobic anymore. Better systems, less clutter, better systems. And right now, get this, which is fun timing, Norwex decides to do a 10% site-wide spring sale. I'm so excited. So if you've been following along this week and thinking, okay, maybe it's time to simplify my cleaning system, this is actually a great moment to do that, okay? So here's what I love to do for people. Instead of you guessing what to buy, just reach out to me. Tell me, what room do you want to focus on? Are you wanting to focus in your kitchen, your bathrooms, the entryway, or maybe it's your laundry, right? And what I do is I help you build just a simple system that works for your home. We really don't need to overcomplicate this. We just need to start where you're at. Where is that, right? Think through that and just reach out to me. So I'm going to say one more thing. Over the years, you've watched me build businesses, okay? My business with Norwex. I'll also have taught you and have been talking a lot this year about building wealth and what that looks like, and how the Lord has called us to steward the money that He has given to us, right? How to give your money a job, right? And you know, you've seen, I've stepped into the world of coaching, right? You saw me take some coaching license, and you saw me step into that, and then even bringing in affiliate income and other ways, right? So you've seen these pivots, and sometimes what starts as a personal solution ends up becoming something bigger. I am such a huge believer that everything that the Lord has walked me through, the journey that He has taken me, the hard times, the hard lessons, y'all, it's only been so that I can only just be 3 steps ahead of maybe somebody else that needs that support, that needs that help, that needs that counsel, that needs that guidance, that needs someone that has been there, done that, walked that journey, right? Failed 1,000 times and overcome it. And then now that I can just help somebody else, another woman, do this. So sometimes what starts as a personal solution ends up becoming something bigger. And this is one of those moves, because once I started sharing these systems with people, I realized something. People feel the difference quickly, and that changes everything. When something works, people keep using it. People tell friends, people come back, right? And that's what creates this true referral model. I'm not looking for a bunch of people, but if you're someone who loves clean living, who's already, sharing products that you love anyway with other people after you've been using it, or you just enjoy helping people simplify their homes, then this can absolutely be built as a business as well, online or in person. And I mentor people personally when they're the right fit. So if you want help with your spring cleaning systems, or if you're curious about building something alongside what you're already doing, reach out, okay? Let's make this the simplest and most effective spring cleaning season that you've ever had. And welcome to the Evelyn Tribble Show, where we learn how to live aligned.